Okay, heads up, in this video I'll be showing you how I use the glue applicator bottle to apply a pair of outsoles to some AJ12 obsidians. We're working on the midsection, which is a real trouble area, so I'm showing you how I apply the glue to apply the outsole to the midsole. We'll also be attaching the uppers to the midsole. I'll be showing you that. We'll be doing some glue cleanup with the friction stick and glue eraser. I'll also be showing you some do's and don'ts and how to use that, plus some bonus and extra tips if you stick around to the end of the video. We'll be working with the Flu Game 12s that I did the new up repair on. My name is Donovan, aka The Footprints, and I'd like to thank you for watching my sneaker class. Okay, so for these, now you can see these are like, these are pretty fairly prepped. They're not 100%, but it's pretty good. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna make an impression, because right here you can't see what we're doing. You can't really see the lines right here. Okay, so we're gonna put the glue onto the outsole and recreate the lines where we're gonna be putting our glue, so that this doesn't end up, you know, looking sloppy. Because if you just smash the glue up here and then put the outsole on and you put it on, then you're gonna have glue in between here and it's gonna look really sloppy. So I got my knives from my Reglue Kit. I got my glue dispenser bottle. You know, it dispenses the glue nice and even. So what we're gonna do is just put it down the line. Okay, we're gonna follow our line. Right here, just like so. And now we're gonna get an impression of where our glue is supposed to be at. So now we're gonna put it on. Okay, just lightly press it down. Okay. And now once we take it off, okay, now we have the lines that we can see. I can see with the light, okay, where my lines are supposed to be at. I just get my plastic knife and lay down any, you know, glue that's really coming up, because I want this to be as neat as possible. Okay, and from here also, I'll get my knife and just lay this down. I want my glue even light coats. That's the key. Okay, you want your glue to be spread out evenly. Nice light coat. When we come talking about reglues, less is more. Okay. Now from here, I'm gonna put that there because that's gonna end up sticking. From here, I'll just go over it again. I'll just get my glue bottle and I'll just follow that line that I see, that I can see with the light. And I'm just gonna put that up there and I'm gonna let that sit just like that. Okay, so now later on, when we go to apply our outsole, same way here, make sure we got even coverage everywhere. And we go to apply our outsole later. I'm not gonna do the entire sole because this is just about this particular part. Just a tip. Spread that down nice and even. We go to connect it, we'll have even coverage. And it won't be sloppy. There'll be no glue in between the holes or in between here onto the carbon fiber. Okay. And about finished here. Sure you get on the edges. Like I said before, if you want to see me do a full reglue, exactly how I would do it, full prep and everything, I have those PDFs available. I can send them right over to you. You know, I do my reglues a different way. I don't use heat, no heat required. Hand tools, anybody can do it. You know, it's just a minimal amount of tools that you need to do a reglue the best way possible. And they stick. My people, I've checked up with them after a year to 2 years to ask them how their reglues are doing, and everybody's been fine. And I got my reviews to prove it. You can go check me out on Footprints on Instagram or anywhere else on social media, and you could check it out for yourself. Yeah, those uncut, unedited, and I'll do a little stress test for you, even though you're really not supposed to do a stress test once you put your sneakers on. Okay, so here we'll be attaching the uppers to the midsole, and you can see I'm pressing with my thumbs firmly. I'm focusing on pressing from the interior of the shoe to press up against the outsole, especially along those seams. If you want to see how I did the prep for these shoes, just send me a message. I have like a full Reglue PDF. I'll also be making some ebooks as well. All the tools that I use to put the shoe together, it's called a Reglue Kit. You can just check the comments in the description and you can get yourself one online. And no heat is required for the glue, so it works for intermediate, beginner, and the most advanced sneaker restorers. Okay. You can see we up there very firmly. I'm not supposed to be doing the stress test, but I'll do it for you to show you that the product works. Okay. Show you there. But if you do stuff like that, you'll create little detachments. It's very crucial when you first apply your glue that you let it sit in the position that you want it to stay in. Next, we got the sticks here. If I see any little extra mess, I'll just get my stick for any excess glue and just remove that excess glue via the power of friction. Okay. Also, you have your glue eraser, but I was telling people to just be careful with the glue eraser because it does have the power to rip off paint. So just be extra careful when you're using this. It's small, but it packs a big punch. Okay. Okay, so here are a couple tips, like when you're working with your when you're working with a pair of Air Jordan 12s. All sneaker supplies and DIY sneaker restoration tools available on eBay. Links will be in the description or the comments. Okay, first, before we detach, you want to check the age, because you don't want to tear into anything and, you know, damage your shoes or anybody else's shoes. These are from 2009. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I can take the outsoles and stuff off fairly easy without any chemicals, because it's that old. Like, they're long overdue. It's about 10 years old. So that's why you see I'm able to do this, or you might see somebody online able to do this. You're able to peel off the midsole and whatnot, you know, fairly easily. Now, moving on to the tabs, I want to give you some tips about the tabs. You don't want to put acetone on these tabs. These tabs cost a lot. I mean, for what small pieces that they are. Like, this tab right here will cost you about $60 just for this right here. So you don't want to put acetone on these. These are very delicate, and the acetone will crack them, especially if they're of age, like how these are here. So what you want to do to remove the tabs and the uppers from the midsole is get yourself some glue remover oil. And like, I'm just reenacting this here, and I will put that oil in there and let that sit, you know, let it sit for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. And then I would come back with my heat gun and I would apply heat, and I would slowly tear that tab away from the midsole and the outsole here, and then we get a nice clean rip, as you can see here, without, you know, damaging the tabs, and then having to, you know, look those up and get those. Because like I said, it's like $60 I seen the lowest for like a pair of these tabs right here. Okay, now cleaning the tabs, like I said, I don't put acetone. All I would do is get myself a glue eraser and attach it to a pair of, like, I got a vice grip pliers, or if you have a regular pair of pliers, you can do this as well, doesn't matter. And then you just would use the power of friction to remove that glue from the tabs here. I got my hand on the inside and I can feel the heat, because this thing is going to generate a lot of heat. Okay, so more than not, you're going to be going in one direction and rubbing off the glue. Like, it'll start turning into, like, you know, little beads of glue. You'll see it like come up. Trying to go away from the nubuck here, because I don't want the glue going onto the nubuck and just giving me, you know, extra work. I can still get it off with the glue eraser. I would just clean it off and then just wipe it off the nubuck, but being very, very careful, because the eraser, like, it's a lot of friction on it, so it can rip into material, and it can even take off paint. Like, it has that power too as well. Like, let's keep my hand on the inside, and I'm feeling, and you will feel the heat generate, trust me. You do it fast enough, you will feel it. But you can see that glue is coming right off, and you just keep working it until it's gone. Towards the end here, lastly, before I do my reglue, I would sand this area. Okay, you want to sand that tab here so that the glue sticks to the tab. You'll have a lot of trouble with that if you don't do that. So make sure you sand this area before you go and you apply your glue. Okay, I'll show you another one that I cleaned here already. You can see I did this with the glue eraser as well. Same thing. I got this one off. Compared to this side, you can see the glue is still there. So all you got to do is just keep working at it, and you'll get it off. And you're all set. Hey, my name is Footprints, and again, I'd like to thank you for watching. So here's a little bit about me. I specialize in reglues and patent leather repairs, and I also can fix the hole in the front of a toe box for like Yeezy 350s, or on the side as well. I have a special suede and nubuck renewal powder and sealer that's available. And I also do online live classes. I have ebooks available, PDFs, and a whole lot more. So stay tuned, and thank you again. Sneaker supplies and DIY sneaker restoration tools available on eBay. Links will be in the description or the comments. Sneaker class full reglue PDF tutorial available. Please send a message.